Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash Cole. Click that like, hit subscribe. MLB Part 2 here on a Thursday. Breaking down 3 games. Also going to look at some futures. Listen, if you want all the plays for the rest of the baseball season, all the way through the World Series, go to breaktheboardsports.com. You'll see that baseball package there, $199. For this week, only put in promo code MLB50 all together. That'll get you half off of that. Or if you want just one play a day, become a member here on YouTube, entry level capper, make money 2 or more plays a day for that membership. Now, let's hop into the good stuff. We got the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees battling it out here in the AL East. Right now, the Yankees for Thursday laying $1.64 plus 135 to come back for the Blue Jays. 8.5 is where the total sets. Let's look into that total. Right now, 58% of bets going over, but it's only equaling 8% of the handle, very low, as to where 42% ticket count equaling 92% of the handle going towards the under 8.5 in this one. Now, when you look at the side, really sharp action on the Blue Jays, 19% of the ticket count, but it's equaling 80% of the handle, as to where the Yankees, 81% of ticket count, equaling 20% of the handle here. Now, when you look at this, Yankees have won the first 2 games of this series 7-6 and 5-4, outscoring them 12-10 here. Yankees have actually beaten the Blue Jays 3 out of the last 4 meetings between the 2 teams. Blue Jays kind of struggled a little bit, 4-6 over their last 10. Now the Yankees are 4-6 over their last 10 as well, but they've won 3 of their last 5, starting to look like they're going to get back on track just a little bit here. Now, when you look at the pitching matchup, obviously, for the Toronto Blue Jays and where they set for this game on Thursday. Trey Savage, or sorry, not Trey Savage. They're looking at a bullpen day. Savage went Wednesday. And kind of a bullpen day is what it looks like for the Blue Jays. Carlos Rodon going to get the call for the New York Yankees in this start for them. When you look at this and kind of break it down, you look at the sides in this one, and you're looking at the Yankees. And what they got, Rodon 0-1 with a 5.62 ERA. Right now, a 9-game lead for the New York Yankees over those Toronto Blue Jays right now. When you look at some other trends, kind of peel you back in and look at how these 2 teams have kind of worked their way over the past few seasons and over the past couple matchups here. The Yankees here in this one, 11-1 their last 12 at home. If they're able to get the game Wednesday night, they'll be 12-1 the last 13. They've beaten the Blue Jays 5 of the last 6 in Yankee Stadium. Blue Jays just 2-7 their last 9 on the road and 5-10 their last 15 overall. Listen, I'm not sold on this whole thing about Rodon coming back and being one of the saviors. I do think it's a huge upgrade for the Yankees. I don't want to discount that. But I just kind of got to see him in action before I kind of hop all in and buy this thing that he's going to be a big guy that comes through and cashes a lot of tickets for this team. Now, next game on the board to talk about, let's get into the Sacramento A's and the LA Angels. Right now, the Angels laying at R15, minus 107 to come back on the A's, 50-50 on the ticket count, but 77% of the money is on the A's. 23% of the money on the Angels. Now, this game is currently still going on in the bottom of the 7th. Angels have a 5-3 lead in that one. 8 is the total for Thursday. 75% of the bet, 79% of the handle looking to go over there. 25% ticket count, 21% of the handle looking to go under. Now, as we said, 5-3, Jack Kukowicz, pitching a heck of a game. Now, when you look at this, with that game still pending, these 2 teams split the first 2 games of the series. Angels 2-1, and then the A's roared back 14-6, putting a ton of runs up on the board. That stopped a 3-game losing streak, but for the A's, but they've still lost 4 of their last 6, and they've still lost their 6 of their last 9. So they've been on the struggle bus, but the Angels are right there with them. They got the win game 1 and then right back to their losing ways. That game 1 of the series win, it stopped a 6-game losing streak, just 2 wins in the last 11 games for the LA Angels. Now, when you look over at your pitching matchup here for Thursday between the Angels and the A's, for the Angels, you're going to get Jose Soriano, who's been lights out. He's up at the top of the list. When you talk about AL Cy Young, 6-3 with a 2.41 ERA. Luis Severino, 2-5 with a 4.45. Going to get the call here for the Oakland A's. Well, not the Oakland A's, the Sacramento A's, whatever we're calling them these days. Now, in his last 5 starts, Luis Severino has been good, 3-2 with a 3.07. Last year in 2 starts, gave up 5 runs against the Angels. Soriano 3-2 with a 2.96. If you take out that 5-run game against the White Sox, he's given up 1 run and 2 shutouts over his last 5 starts. Now, he didn't pitch well against the A's last year, 13 runs in his last 2 starts against them. With that being said, I would still look Angels. They're the home team, got Soriano on the bump. He's their best pitcher. For me, you're not overpaying here. You only got to lay $1.10. So for me, here it would be Angels or nothing. Last game on the board, Tokyo Sagano going to get the call for the Rockies. For the Diamondbacks, going to be Eduardo Rodriguez, the southpaw. Now, Diamondbacks laying $1.85 plus 155. The comeback here on the Colorado Rockies. First 2 games of this series, it went to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Rockies have beaten the Diamondbacks 4 of the last 6, but the Rockies have lost 3 of their last 4. Diamondbacks, they head into Thursday, run a 4-game winning streak rather, and 5 of their last 6 is to where the Rockies, they're coming off that series against Texas. Again, they just played Arizona about a week or so ago. Arizona took 2 out of 3 from Colorado. When you look at the pitching matchup, Tomakio Sagano, 3-2 with a 4.10 in his last 5 starts. He pitched against Arizona. They got the win, 5 innings, 7 hits, only allowed 2 runs, but only also had 1 strikeout, which was kind of odd. For the Diamondbacks, Eduardo Rodriguez, the southpaw, in his last 5 starts is 4-1 with a 2.97 ERA. He pitched in that same game with the loss, 5 1/3, 9 hits, gave up 3 runs, struck out 6. I actually like Rodriguez and the Diamondbacks in the revenge spot here. The problem is the price. I just don't like the price. But if you're a Yankees backer, maybe parlaying Yankees and Diamondbacks. If you're a Carolina Hurricanes fan and you like them, you could possibly parlay something with them. Now, looking at some futures here as we come down, World Series, Dodgers little under 2-1, Yankees 5-1, Braves 10-1, Mariners 14-1, Cubs 17-1, the Rays, they've been red hot, 19-1. I think you should buy some Philly stock, 22-1. I don't know if you'll find that number any better than 22-1 as we come down the stretch. When you look at winning the league, Yankees 2-1 to win the AL. Tampa, you can still get them at 7-1. I also think from a division standpoint, Tampa 2-1 right now. I would take a flyer on them to win the division, especially if you can parlay it with somebody. I think the White Sox to win the Central, 5-1. Another one, White Sox to win at least 80 games plus $1.64. When you look at some longer shots here, looking through some divisions right now, possibly the Cardinals still 13-1, even though they're playing pretty solid baseball. The Diamondbacks 33-1, setting their third in the NL West. If you're looking to make the playoffs, right? And obviously some of these lines really, really inflated. But if you like a team like the Phillies, you can get them as low as $1.30. I think you need to bite. I would be shocked if the Phillies didn't make the playoffs. I know they got off to the slow start, but they're playing really good baseball. And then I really like this White Sox team. The longer things go on, if you look at the Tigers, I think they're going to be sellers at the trade deadline. The Royals, they have just never been able to get this thing right. So the only team within the division the White Sox are dealing with is the Guardians. But I look at out in the AL West, nobody's coming out of there except the winner. So you're going to have 2, maybe 3 out of the AL East. And I think the White Sox, this is a chance. I know it sounds crazy, but their pitching's been really good. I think they're a team you can put a flyer on. RJ Cash Cole, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information, help you with your handicap. Whether you fade or follow, hope you win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.